designed to be, at the beginning, to be like an official, traditional public speaking as used to be. And I would like here to thank Mr. Imran for this, for suggesting the idea of having a public speaking cafe. So why this idea, why this concept? It makes us like being free. And look at our trainees, the participants, they are not wearing their uniform. So in order to just be free and express yourself. So this is a kind of American concept of public speaking in cafes, in restaurants, everywhere. And the question is why? Why being natural? Why living it naturally? Because ideas flow when you are natural, when you are yourself, when you are living in your very comfortable sitting. So this is a cafe. Enjoy your stay here. Enjoy your being with us. We're really happy to have you here. And I would like this event, I would like everyone to participate. Please feel free if you have any questions, because the objective of this event is to share. And before we start, I would like to ask you one very simple question. Why this building? Why the school? Why do we have the school here? Why is this school? The school has been built for you. And of course, by the government in partnership with the European Union. And why this school has been built? For you, of course. So here, why are we here? Why do we have trainers here around you, always teaching you, training you things? Why do we have a lot of staff in the school here? So everything has been designed for you. Not for not anyone else. So please, remember that you are here for an object. You are here to do something. You are here to achieve something. There is another question I'd like to ask everyone. If you ask any trainees, why are you here? And many trainees I've heard, unluckily, their answer is to get a diploma. Do you think the diploma is enough for you to join or to find a job, simply? So actually, the diploma is not enough. So we have to change our mind to understand the concept. And just let's keep it simple. The time you get your diploma here, imagine the day you're applying for a job. Imagine the day you've been called to sit for a job interview. Do you think the diploma, the paper, is going to save you here to sign the contract? So here, I would like to stress very much on many skills we have to develop. And that's the reason, that's the idea behind public speaking. The public speaking has been organized and designed for this. So, the topics we're going to talk about here today, the skills we're going to talk about today, we have chosen to learn about, to talk about soft skills and e-learning. So, I think now it's time to start and kick off with the first participant. And the first participant will be talking about languages. So, you know the importance of learning languages. You have phones, you have access to internet. So here, it's time to learn how to learn languages through internet. And this is what Mr. Yusuf Bilul is going to talk about. Please put your hands together for Mr. Bilul. Yusuf,
Bonjour Monsieur Pascal, vous allez bien? C'est un plaisir de vous accueillir. Bien sûr, vous avez une très belle tenue. Oui, votre activité est prête. Concernant un excellent séjour. Hallo Herr Schmidt, wie geht's Ihnen? Super, dass du hier sind. Ja, natürlich, super ist reich. Ja, bis morgen. Awesome to see you back again. Of course, you have a nice room with an ocean view. See you tomorrow. Have an excellent day. They said, if you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. But if you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. So the question is, how can we learn others' language? How can we learn a foreign language? Talking from my own experience, the best bet to learn a foreign language, especially listening and speaking, is through internet videos. If you do this every day, regularly, the natural process will do the rest. They will teach you a real world content. They will teach you a real world content so you learn how the language is actually spoken, which is ISTHT. ISTHT is a platform created by OPPT in order to help trainees to learn market languages: French, English, Spanish. My friends, OPPT is giving us every day opportunities to shape our future. So please, make the right choice today and learn a language that you like. Thank you.
The administration offering us this atmosphere, we really appreciate that, and the jury also. And a special thanks goes out to Mr. Samad Alawi for giving us this opportunity to talk in front of people. It's really an amazing opportunity, and I'm sure all participants are really grateful for this opportunity. And my name is ISTHT, and today actually I'm going to talk about the most essential skills that training. And today I want to focus on networking. Unfortunately, most of trainees, and they say it's all about networking and making relationships. It's about planting relationships with useful people. How you are going to do this? It's when you are attending events like this, or any ceremony or conference, and you have never underestimated any type of event, and you start making relationships. For example, even if you are making contact and create as much as possible of contact, that will enhance your likelihood of being acceptable in the job market and all the other occupation. This is the opposite of networking is not working, which means if you have no contact, if you have no relationships with people, you are going to be marginalized. What I want to finish my speech with is the idea that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step. Start making relationships, start making and planting relationships with the most useful people is your first step. Thank you very much.
I'm Yunus Mortaza, and I'm second-year receptionist. As before I start, I believe we all have smartphones in our hands, but the thing is, everyone uses it the way they want, not the way in a professional way. So nowadays, we all have smartphones stick up to your hands. E-learning is a new way to archive content by mobile phone. Before we step on, we need to know what do we mean by mobile learning. Mobile learning is a new way to access content via mobile phone. And second positive thing that I will say is the knowledge is stored on your phone. You can take it everywhere and wherever you want. To set every positive thing has its own negativity. And by negativity, what I mean is disadvantages of it. Disadvantages of mobile phone is distraction. You get distractions always by notifications from texts from your friends and social media. What I really recommend is to set your notifications off, or just turn off your phone in the not disturb mode. The second thing, and we all know about this, is the lack of connection community. The lack of connection can be a real issue when you are e-learning abroad. To summarize things, we're all not looking to sit behind the desk in a boring classroom or just want to learn in peace. Mobile learning can be a real advantage for you, can be a real blessing if you just know the way that knowledge works with you. Thank you guys for being here.
Very good, so it's always important to be positive. Internet, e-learning has disadvantages and advantages. Hussein Vanessa is here to teach us a bit about the advantages, to share something about the advantages of e-learning.
And I'm here to talk about the advantages of e-learning. Well, we all know in this small world there is bad sides of everything and the good sides. But if we keep thinking about the bad sides, we'll end up doing nothing in our life. We're stuck like nothing happens in our life. That's why I'm here to talk only about the advantages of e-learning. Well, the first advantage for me is lower stock cost. It's simply you will not pay the tickets or the bills, or you will not pay the charges, the food, because you will learn from your house, from your hometown. You don't have to go to your hometown no more. That's a good advantage for people who don't like to move to the other countries. And the second advantage is it's most comfortable education environment. Have you ever seen pictures of students in online classes while in their pajamas? You see? The third advantage is flexibility. This is the most important advantage for me because it's simply you can. So e-learning make it possible to work and learn at the same time. Let me give you an example. You can work all the day, but you still have all the night to learn. 1 or 2 hours at the night. It's pretty good. It's really helpful. This is what you call flexibility, and that's why I find this advantage is the most important because you can keep working and you can keep studying. You can develop yourself and reach the higher levels. And to sum it up, guys, just want to make you know that if we keep thinking about the bad side of everything, we'll end up doing nothing in our life. But please, just keep focus on the good sides. Just your goal over there. There is a bad side. Don't look left. Just the good sides here. Keep looking at your future in a good look. And thank you for being here.
How he was encouraging us at the end about having a positive mindset and focusing on the positive side, because I think all the advantages we have, we all are aware of it, but we don't take action because of our ideologies. So I think that we really need to first have a positive mindset, as he mentioned, then we will get benefits of these advantages. And brother,
It has already started in developed countries, Canada, America, Japan. So it's something that combines between the school and the house. It's something that combines between your personal life and the academic and the professional life. The topic is going to be about blended learning, which is, everyone knows, so you're all trainees here. It's something you've been doing for maybe 2 years now. Please help me welcome Khalid Wilban to talk about blended learning.
Everybody, I really want to thank my teacher for giving us this huge opportunity to expand our soft skills and learning something new. Such opportunity should not just be ignored by anyone. Whether you know or you don't, you just need to apply for it and seek knowledge and whatever you want. So today, I really decided to talk about something really beneficial. This is a combination between e-learning and traditional learning. Because as we know, during the pandemic, everything was shut down, including schools. But we didn't stop education. We managed to keep learning online. After the pandemic, we got back to the traditional classroom whiteboard education. But we didn't give up online learning. We combined them both. And that's, my friends, what blended learning is. Look, I want you to remember, it's just this easy. Traditional learning plus e-learning equal blended learning. I'm going to walk you through the benefits of blended learning. Hopefully, you learn something from this. You get out this door knowing something new, of course. Blended learning allows students to study at their own pace. For instance, another important benefit is that blended learning is a time saver, unlike traditional learning. How? When you complete assignments independently, you come to class having more time for useful discussions and more practice. A study has shown that blended learning, compared to traditional learning, saves 25% of time. Other studies have shown that blended learning improves learning, of course, boosts engagement, and reduces failure. Also, blended learning improves student soft skills by incorporating face-to-face classes, and that's the topic my colleagues are going to discuss. So I highly recommend that you pay attention to it. Blended learning / hybrid learning is the key component to a bright educational future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ali. Blended learning is blended. Still talking about learning. So this time, it's something really crucial that we have to take into consideration. It's something that we have to learn today. It's all about e-learning, but this time at your pace. Ilham Arsalan is here today to tell us enough about MOOCs, massive open online courses. Please help me welcome Ilham Arsalan.
Good morning. Hope you're all doing well. Today my speech is gonna be so interesting to pay attention to each word I'm saying. Do you think that getting only one diploma after 2 years and a half is enough for you? Absolutely, it's not enough. Because during this period of 2 years and a half, it's almost 3 years, you can combine between 2 or 3 other things in your studying here. You can gather to your diploma here, certificate, formation, internships, anything else can study within your studying here. So today I came with a helpful idea, which is MOOCs. MOOC stands, it's an abbreviation or abridgment of Massive Open Online Courses. Massive means large in size, amount, or number. Open, it means open for anyone. Online, it means that you are connected to a computer or a network. Courses, it means courses. You know what is courses? So, MOOCs is an online learning offering massive courses to anyone, which is delivered through platforms like the world's largest platform, Coursera. You know what is Coursera? It's a world's largest platform that offers courses in languages for free. There is also other platforms that are paid and free, like Alison. Alison is for health, business, marketing, health, anything comes to your mind. There's also EDX. EDX is free for languages. Any language comes to your mind, you will find it there. Just take your classes and follow your courses until you get your certificate. So like that, you don't waste your time in nonsense and consume your time more. First, MOOCs are available in different languages. You can study your courses in any language you want. You choose just the language you understand and take your courses. It's not based on where you are living. And take your learning any time. The second thing is you learn languages for free. Any language comes to your mind, you will find it in any platform that is free or paid. Even Chinese, it's hard to learn, but if you make some effort, you will learn it. So you learn languages for free. As you know, in this domain, you have to learn more languages, not just French and English, but Spanish, German, anything comes to your mind. The third one is open for anyone. Anyone in the world can just Google it and search for any platform for languages and just take a class and put it in the effort. So the ISTHT, it's not based on your age or identity or your background. Just anyone can Google it and sign up for any class you want. And when you get a certificate in some classes, that certificate, you put it and add it to your curriculum vitae. Thank you for listening to me and it's a pleasure to listen to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ilhan. Yeah, it's very important talking about, really deep interesting about MOOCs. MOOCs, remember this word, MOOCs, massive open online courses. You learn for free, you get a certificate, you learn at your pace, you develop yourself. Just one additional, I'd like to add just one thing, very important thing here about here. One little question. When you are applying for a job after graduation here, can you imagine how long your CV is? What do you have in your CV? Baccalaureate, OFPT diploma, English, French, that's it. Is that enough for your CV?
It's not enough.
It's not enough at all. So please make sure you consider this very important indeed. Massive open online courses give you the chance to have more certificates, more graduation, more any kind of degrees, any kind of things you'd like to study online. You know, massive, you know what it's called massive? Massive, so huge, so anything you want to study, anything you want to learn. There are experts there. Experts talking, sharing, explaining. Experts, do you know what I mean by experts? Do you know what it means listening to an expert? Listening to an expert is really a big thing and really important as well. Still, here speaking of listening, we are talking about listening. The next topic is going to be about listening. So here, are you active listeners or passive listeners? So you ask yourselves and you answer your question, all right? You answer the question yourselves. So, active listening or passive listening? Active listener or passive listener? Many students and trainees attend classes, but are they active listeners or passive listeners? When we are at work, the boss is talking, our superiors are talking. Are we listening actively or passively? So the topic is going to be a positive one. Let's always stay positive. Abdul Ghani Aluli is here to talk about active listening.
Thank you. I would like to take the chance to thank Sialawi, also Simjlal and Simnaman, for being here today and giving us your time. I would like to thank the audience as well. So, my topic is something that we learn since we were kids. And we're still learning here. When we were kids, our parents used teaching us how to listen. And also, our teachers are teaching us how to listen. So you see, listening is one of the most important skills we can have. How? Well, listening has a major impact on your job effectiveness and on the quality of your relationship with others. For instance, we listen to obtain information. We listen to understand. We listen for enjoyment. And the most important thing, we listen to learn. You see, given all the listening we do, you think that we'd be good at it. In fact, we are not. I'm sorry. In fact, we are just. In fact we are not. And the research suggests that we only remember between 25% and 50% of what we hear. That means when you talk to your boss, your colleagues, or talk to your customers for 10 minutes, they pay attention to less than half of what you say. Can you imagine? Clearly, listening is a skill that we all benefit from improving by becoming a good listener. And you can improve your productivity as well as your ability to influence, to pursue, or to negotiate. What's more, you'll avoid conflict and misunderstanding. You see, all of these are necessary for workplace success. So, don't talk too much and listen too much to be a good listener. Thanks you for your attention.
Active listening, this is the heart of the soft skills. This is something called emotional intelligence. So active listening, easily, the answer is don't confuse listening with waiting for your turn to speak. Because while you are speaking, I'm just waiting for you to finish and then I speak. So the good habit is you listen for the attention to understand. That's an answer for your question.
It's very important to go step by step. You can't learn everything at once. So yes, I like the first answer to this question. Shut up your mouth and listen. But the second is emotional intelligence. Yeah, emotional intelligence. Please do research, learn a lot about emotional intelligence. There's a lot to learn about emotional intelligence. The next speaker will be talking about something everyone here wants. Something everybody wants. Everybody is looking for one thing. Everybody around the world is looking for one thing. Success. Success is what everyone is looking for. Lord Bazzi is here today to tell us how to how to achieve success through e-learning. Please clap your hands for Nordin Bazzi.
And first and foremost, I would like thanks really due to our mentor here and to the staff member and also to the administration for giving us this opportunity here and for the effort put into making this event work. Now, into what we are here for. Everyone is somehow interested in achieving a certain social, financial status, or in other words, to be successful. And that cannot be grasped unless the person is equipped with some kind of knowledge, skill, and a good level of self-awareness. Which brings us essentially exploiting online learning or e-learning, as it's so now called. This concept that showed up in the late 20th century with the development of computer technologies, audiovisual softwares, actually permitted online-only universities to see the light of day in the United States. And also thanks to the internet, of course. We cannot ignore nowadays that e-learning gained quite the audience worldwide and even here in our country, in Morocco. With its advantages, it's becoming most important, it's kind of becoming the most important key to open the door of self-realization. And that we have to seize the possibility that it gives to beginners, trainees, and even to professionals. diplomas now can be acquired online. They can be obtained on different and abundant platforms. And skills to add value to our professional profile are for free, offered for free basically. That's why not using this opportunity is kind of missing out on being successful. Long story short, my message to you here today is all about exploiting this tool that we have to adapt with in this era. With e-learning now, and it being the future of learning eventually, and with the huge amount of materials that it provides, we can even say that ignorance now is a choice. You might ask why. It's a good question in my opinion. It's because the opportunity is here now, and it's for you to choose success. Thank you everyone for listening.
E-learning, online learning, everyone knows the importance of internet and what internet can do for us. But there is one big issue here, one really big issue, which is excuses. Everyone wants to achieve something. Everyone wants to get to something. And we always have excuses against this. Even in learning, whenever you want to learn, you decide, you set your time, you decide to learn something. And the worst thing is that after the decision, you have excuses. So, Fatima Sahara Ibni is here today to tell us about excuses against e-learning. Please clap your hands for Fatima Sahara.
If everyone here is fine, today I'm going to talk about the excuse that prevent you of learning. My name is Fatima Zara. I'm a restaurant agent. I'm 19 years old. So, what is mean of education? Education is opposite ignorance. Education is very important in our religion. So, Sinat al-Qawli subhanahu wa ta'ala, قل هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون. And we don't forget the first word revealed in our book. It's اقرأ or read. So, the learning will push you to the high level, and you can learn anything of anywhere. So, what is the best way to learn in this time? Of course, it's learning online because it's very easy and so different in between your hands, and it is free. You can take your phone and start learning something new. So my best excuse, I don't have the time to learn something new. Everything in this life has a dark side. If you look at the moon, imagine, you will see the dark side of the moon. So thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for being here. I want to just say thank you so much for Mr. Ali because it's giving me this chance. I want to say to my teacher, is not here. So let me emphasize, thank you so much for this chance. I know this video will receive to you, so thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Zahra. Did you know? She's a trainee AR, so agent de restauration, and she's participating with technicien spécialisé. It's a really great job. Skills to learn. So this morning we've talked about many skills, many soft skills to learn, and this time we have a speaker here who has brought us something to take first. So he is stressing on the first skills. There are so many skills, but here are the skills to start with. So, please put your hands together for Ayub Bulidan.
Hello everyone. First of all, I really want to thank you all for being here, being present with us, and giving me your time. I guarantee you will not regret it. So, first of all, since we were kids, we were always aware about something. which is that actually one day we will be in a position we will have to exercise a kind of a profession, either it's a job or an art or whatever it was. Actually, back days, people actually believed that us, like younger people, our youth, will be only necessary to have some kind of art skills. So what are these art skills? Art skills are actually your technical skills, the way you do your profession. But nowadays, the thing that is much more necessary than art skills is actually the soft skills. So I'm going to give you a definition about it. What's a soft skill? Soft skills actually are a combination of personal habits, attitudes, attributes, and qualities of an individual, which actually allows them to deal effectively with their personal and professional life. Now, I'm gonna get straight to the point. The thing that I want to talk about is actually the first soft skill everyone needs to work on. First of them is actually the time management. So how can anyone manage their time? The first thing to do actually is to focus everyone on their goals. Put them in front of your eyes and know what you actually want to deal with it in life and what you want to achieve. The second thing, which I actually advise everyone to do, is to make a list, a simple list. On your notebook or your phone, wherever you want, just make this list, which we call a to-do list, that refers to its actual name. What is actually a to-do list? It's a list where you put all your priorities and tasks that you have to achieve in your daily life or your professional life. My personal advice is that you actually take these tasks and prioritize them by importance, from the most important one to the less important. The second soft skill that I want to mention is actually open-mindedness. That's a concept that we hear nowadays. Why? Because actually no one of us is just an individual by themselves. We actually live in a society where there's minds to differ, theories, and other people to connect. So being open-minded actually means having that attitude of being capable of you're adopting a fair and respectful attitude towards other people's beliefs, ideas, and way of living in their views of the world. The third soft skill I want to mention is that you guys need to work on your communication. Since we were born, we was always trying to connect and communicate with people. Either it was by crying or sleeping, and when we get to know how to talk. So what is actually this communication? It's a combination of your verbal communication, which means your tone, your voice, your vocabulary, your level of your language, the way you address sentences to people. The second one is your written communication, to know how to write and put a correct sentence well structured. The third one is your body language. That's what I actually. A fair example for it is all my colleagues did in front of you, which is how to clarify and describe the idea that you're telling using your hands and your whole body. The next soft skill, and the last one that I actually advise you guys to learn, is the spirit of being able to work on a team, like teamwork. How can you do that? How can you be able to work with a team? The first attitude that you should have is the one I mentioned before, is being open-minded. You cannot actually work with a team when you cannot accept their way of thinking and their way of seeing things. The next thing is communication. To be able to communicate with people correctly, how to address the things you think about. The last one that I want to action about teamwork is having a certain empathy, to feel the people that actually work with you and to know how to let them work on their ease. So as you guys seen, when I mentioned all these soft skills, there's a point that I want to clarify that will help you so much on your journey, which is when you try and do your best to learn some soft skill, whatever it was, like I was mentioning, the teamwork, I also mentioned another soft skills like adaptability, saying communication, open-mindedness, and also flexibility. The general idea actually is that when you try to learn a soft skill, it helps you develop others. So when you work on 4 soft skills, you also trying to build a whole bunch of them in making a good combination that actually will help you invest on yourself. So for my topic, this is it. Thank you all for listening to me, giving me your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank you for your speech. And my question is being social gonna help you with your teamwork?
Well, actually too much, because when we work with people, you're actually working in a certain society, if you know what I mean. If you're not able to well communicate and talk with people that you work with, how could you think you would be able to achieve your common goals? Because when you work on a team, you actually have a goal in front of you that you will actually work on together as a team. So if you cannot communicate properly with your colleagues in your team, how do you think you can manage that? Is there other questions?
Yeah, that's additional. More question?
Thank you very much for your presentation. You just mentioned teamwork and open-minded. A person who studies tourism or working in the sector of tourism, they almost exposed to different social background. How can a person apply this notion of open-minded?
What actually open mind means is, as I say, to being able to accept all kinds of beliefs. Well, as you say, when you work in tourism, you expect that you're actually going to meet a lot of people, every kind of people, from Jewish people, Christian people, people with different ideologies. So imagine you're not actually open-minded and you cannot accept their beliefs. How do you think they would be comfortable while you accompany them on your work or your job in tourism? It's not possible, as you see. So having this attitude of open-mindedness will not just help you in the concept of tourism, but also in your whole life. Because we're just a country, there's a whole world, and you see every other person is not actually just as you see it from like a sculpture. No, it's also another you. A bunch of experiences, a bunch of knowledge, and a lot of things that they have in life. They actually certainly have a certain kind of ideas or ideologies in their mind. I do not say, when I say accept, I do not mean that you actually have to apply these beliefs on yourself. No, you actually just have one thing, to be respectful and to have an adaptability fair to their ideas and ideologies. Just accept them as they are, and they'll be fine.
Thank you very much, Mulida. Bazi?
Hi everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank you for this beautiful speech. And my question is, I just wanted to clarify more on the notion of, while acquiring one soft skill, we are on the path of acquiring several.
Yes, I will clarify it. Imagine that you're actually working on your teamwork skills. You're a team, you have a goal to achieve. First thing that I mentioned, you have a goal to achieve. You learn from it, your time management, managing your tasks and your goals, things that you have in front of you and you have to work on. The second thing is that you actually have to work with these people, to adapt with them. When I say adapt, I say a soft skill. It's adaptability, being able to work with other people, to accept them as they are. When you work on a team, you're not just in one position. You interact with a lot of them. This is how you learn flexibility. On your way of acquiring this teamwork, you actually acquire 3 other soft skills, which is adaptability and flexibility and time management. Do you see the point? I hope I answered your question.
Things like rubbish, maybe something not important. But did you know that there are so many people still living today here and they still see internet as rubbish and as nothing to do with internet? So here we have to know the importance of internet. And a trainee from Caliph Housekeeping is here. Her name is Nuhaila El Gowri. Please help me welcome Nuhaila El Gowri to talk about the importance of online learning today. Go ahead, Nuhaila.
Thank you.
Microphone, please.
Thank you very much for your welcoming. I hope you had a beautiful morning, and please give me all your attention because I am about to address a very important topic. As all of you have heard about these heroic stories of your fathers and your grandfathers have told you, it's about them taking mountains and miles to reach school. Because back then, life was really hard, and to reach education, which is very flexible right now, it was really hard. And it's what's of the most important things that we crave right now. To all our students and even teachers seek knowledge. And they used to take miles to reach school. Also, one of the most popular learning ways is to go to library and to read books, a bunch of books, just to reach or to learn a certain point. While right now, you can just Google what you want to learn. That's what I'm trying to encourage. Self-learning. You should learn how to take this step and to be responsible for your own learning speed. And that's what takes us to the next point, that you can learn at your own speed. You don't have to go attend classes and have to wait for others to keep up with you, or for the teacher to dump a bunch of information on you. You can just start from the point or from your own level. You don't have to try to wait for others to keep up with you or fear being left out, for example. You go at your own speed. It also encourages us to use technology. Right now, we are witnessing a big switch in our own way of learning. Now technology has become one of the most parts of everyday life. We all have the most and the newest devices, the newest laptops. Excuse me? See? Just a small phone. It's very flexible. You can just put it in your own pocket and learn. Like you can just download any 4 minutes videos, for example, and you have another way to learn anything. It's not just for students. For example, you, as examples, teachers, you also want to learn. You are not a real teacher if you're not always ready to learn more and more, so you can be capable and qualified to give to others. So you can just download this 4 minutes video or this short PDF, and you would learn at any place, in the bus, in work. You could just put your earphones and learn a lot of things, and then you will not have excuses that no, I don't have money to put in a center, or I don't have time to learn a certain thing. No. So that's my message to you. To sum it up, please do not stick to the traditional ways of learning. Thank you very much. I believe that most of us use those devices and the technology and the internet only for fun. I'm not against having fun with the internet, of course, but why not be open-minded and engaging it in learning? As I said in my presentation, all of us as students seek knowledge, and knowledge is everywhere. It's not only in school. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not only in school. Be open-minded and use everything you have, internet, anything, to reach knowledge, etc. And thank you. We always go back to this point, is to use the internet and be open-minded. Well, personally, I learned English, like I dropped out of school in middle school. So I never got to learn English in school in an academic way. But I believe that I'm a good speaker. You would say how? It's on the internet, believe it or not. It's literally on social media. I meet people abroad, or Moroccans as well, that speak the language. And with interaction with them daily, I got to learn a lot of things from them. And that's what I said. We always go back to this point that if you use the internet in your own benefits, there is literally a lot of benefits. You should just be open-minded and always seek knowledge and new ideas.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much, Jamila. Thank you.
What's a lovely thing. Speaking of language learning,
I would like to go really, okay, in short, I would like to tell you something about language learning. You've asked about how to learn any language. And I will tell you one thing, in short, because there's a lot that I will tell you in short. To learn any language in the world, you have to focus on 4 skills. We have 4 skills of any language. We have listening skills, speaking skills, reading skills, and writing skills. So there are 4 skills to develop. And you have to have a plan for these. Those 4 skills, we can split them into 2. 2 of them are input skills, and the other 2 are output skills. The input skills are listening and reading. And the output skills are writing and speaking. How can you speak? How can you write if you don't read and listen? So you have to work on the input skills in order to have something to give as an output skill. So these are the 4 skills we've got to work on, together with, of course, grammar and vocabulary. And remember, Alticia, Ofipiti language, Ofipiti long. So this is the key for you. Do you think Alticia is free? It's not free. It's paid. The Ofipiti has sponsored this platform for you to take the advantage of and use it. So did you know that the Alticia platform is used internationally by prestigious universities in Europe, in America, Asia? So this platform is international. It's been great for many students who have learned a lot from it. So please take the advantage of Alticia, of a bit long, and learn from it, and design your own program for yourself to learn languages. That's just in short.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for that cheer up. How are you doing these days? I hope how does life treating you these days? I hope you're all doing well. So before I get started, I would like to thank Mr. Lalawi for making this event happen. And none of this would happen without his effort, without the time and the effort he gives for making this event succeed. So for that, I would like to talk about a very important quality in soft skills, which is creativity. So as you all know, creativity is the quality that made our world like this, that tremendous and massive artworks, songs, everything is made by creativity. So, in this presentation, I will give you 3 simple, creative ideas about how to be creative. It's a huge question, I know, but I will try my best to answer it. So, I would like to ask you gently to give me your attention and be all ears for the next 2 minutes. First of all, each one of you has a gift inside you. You just have to dig enough to reach it. Each one of you have something special, something unique. So I advise you to take that gift and improve it and take it to the next level. Creativity doesn't mean just creating something new, but also means that taking that something that we already created and taking it to the next level. As an example, our whole technology is based on the same idea, of improving something to the next level. None of our technology would be existing today without people that develop it and taking what the others did before them and taking it to the next level and improving it and making it like this. In addition, I would like to say that if any one of you has a hobby, something he likes to do, I would like to advise you to take your hobby to the next level and extract something of it, do something creative of it. If you like watching movies, finally, I would like to thank you for your time, for your listening to me. Also, it is such a pleasure to be here in this wonderful event. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Still,
talking about soft skills. So to understand that soft skills are really crucial in your professional development. Again, soft skills, but this time, the most important soft skills to learn. Suad Amjud is here today, has brought us 3 main soft skills to focus on to make it happen. So please help me welcome Suad Amjud.
Mr. Alawi for giving us the opportunity to be here in front of you. I would like to thank you also for being here. So today we are talking about many special topics, and mine will be soft skills and the importance of soft skills. So as many of you all know, soft skills is a thing that is it's a personal thing. It's related to your attitude and to your action in your professional environment. So as an example, when you go to work and you don't have, and you're not able to participate in like certain events because of your soft skills. So soft skills nowadays are very important to apply for a job or to be competitive with others. So many of you all know there are many people that are hiring people just because of their soft skills and not because of their certificates or their diplomas. So studies have shown that 99% in 2017 of CEOs who hire people are hiring because of their soft skills, not because of their certificates or their diplomas during that year. And also, in the US, Trump has signed a contract that gives the opportunity to people with extra soft skills rather than people with certificates. Because people with soft skills are more able to adapt to their environment, unlike people that are just normal people with non-soft skills. They just have a normal diploma or a certificate, but they're not capable to communicate or to do certain things. And today I will be giving you 3 important soft skills decided by the National Center of Professionals. So first we have commitment and accepting responsibility. Being committed is being dedicated to your job or to your school, to not procrastinate and to do your job as it should be. As an example, you are an employee, your job starts at 10 a.m. You procrastinate, you're not committed, you're not dedicated, you show up to your work at 12. So what does that mean? You're not committed enough to apply for a job or to do that job. And the second soft skills that I think is very important is leadership. Also, studies have shown that only 2% of people are capable of being a leader. So leading people is not an easy thing, you know. You can lead a car, you can ride a car, you can lead anything, but being a leader, to lead people and to lead like human beings, that's an extra. So, and being a leader is not being able to do everything but is to make your team work together and to have like a type of harmony between them. And lastly, the soft skills that I think also it's very important in your life to be successful and to have a successful career is time management. So time management is to also avoid procrastination and to do the things that you should do. And the best way to manage your time is to have a to-do list. To-do list with all the things that you should be doing on a day. You should be doing on a day, and to complete your tasks based on the importance of each task and the priority of each task. And also, I would like to say, I'm not underestimating certificates or diplomas, but they are just as important as the soft skills, because soft skills, it's a new term that have shown in the Anglophonic school in Britain. It's like many people don't know about soft skills, but I guess to have a very successful career is to have soft skills. Thank you.
Any questions or anything to add? No? You're lucky to add. Okay. So thank you again to add for your speech. The next speaker is going to talk about something very important. Something many of us need today. We do want to learn online. We do want to develop using internet. But we do not have skills which are called digital skills. So, Nordin Eitoguram is here to talk about the digital skills we need today. Please help me welcome Eitoguram Nordin.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being with us here. I'm happy and excited to be with you guys here. In today's event, we're going to talk about a big, important topics, as you know, guys. And as you heard before, with me guys and with my friends, they talked about e-learning, online learning, and also soft skills. And don't forget, guys, with all these skills, we need another skill that's important nowadays. It's a digital skill. So today we're going to talk about digital skills, and I'm going to prove to you why digital skills has become very important. You have to add it in your CV. So, as you know, guys, today everything is becomes digital, and I'm sure everyone here is using phone or Instagram, social media, whatever. Digital skills have to be in your CV because of what? Most of the businesses now start like changing the business from the basic business to a digital business. It means you have to have the skills to give more opportunities to yourself to find a very good opportunity for you. It means what? It means most of people, they need someone to give him value to his business online. We need 2 persons here, please. 2 persons. One. You can come. We need another one here, please.
Go ahead, just okay.
It's okay. It's safe.
Yeah.
So, can you? What's your name, please? Nuhaila. We have Nuhaila and Yusuf. So, think with me, guys. Here we have Nuhaila and Yusuf. Nuhaila has a basic knowledge. She has been in school and she has a diagram of something basic. She doesn't learn nothing online, and she don't know nothing about digital skills like Photoshop or making website or marketing, digital marketing. She has a very basic knowledge. And this one has a humble knowledge, has a very advanced knowledge, like Nuhaila, for example. But he has like something humble. But the advanced thing in him, he has some digital skills. He has, for example, some tricks. How can he use some digital marketing, for example? He can make websites for him. He can do some stuff very advanced now. So think with me, guys. You as a businessman, or you as owner of business, and one day those people comes to ask you for work, and you know that your business has to be online. So I need answers now. So which one are you gonna use? Which one are you gonna choose? The girl with the basic study, or the man with the soft skills, the digital skills? So I need your answers, please. And even if you don't have a business or something, one day you're gonna have a business. So that's why I want you to give me an answer. So someone give me an answer, please. No answer. That's right. Another place, is this another reply or something like that?
Yes, of course. Because in the life we want someone
I know, and everyone has hobby or has skills here. For example, you know you are genius in drawing, so you are genius in communication, for example. Maybe you can use this as a passive income too, to become like give another passive income to your salary, for example, to your life. So this is the advantage of digital skills. That's why, guys, digital skills is important, and I need you to think about that and to do something special for you. And at last, I want to thank everyone.
I'd like to add another skill. We do have soft skills, hard skills. This is what we call follow-up skills. Some people have soft skills, they have hard skills. You may know them. You may know people with diplomas staying at home. They have soft and hard skills, but they can't find a job. They can't find somewhere they belong to. So what kind of skills is that? This is a kind of what we call follow-up skills. You have to learn how to put together the hard skills and soft skills to make it happen. So, yeah, maybe Nahida?
You mentioned the follow-up skills. Isn't it the same skill in soft skills that's called flexibility?
Yes, flexibility is part of soft skills, but how can you adopt flexibility at work and wherever you are? So, how to adopt that soft skill is kind of called follow-up skills. It means after you've got those hard and soft skills, how can you put that into practice? How can you make it happen the way you want? Because finding a job is not the end of things. Having a salary or a good salary is not the end of things. So it's about making success happen. Okay. The speaker here today is someone who has learned English this year at the ISTHT at our school with teacher Buzdiga, Mr. Buzdiga. So please put your hands. He's a training of Buzdiga for Abdurrahim. He has learned English here this year with us. He has learned English, and now it's June. Huh? Now he's giving a speech in front of you. Again, please, hands together for. By the way, he will be talking about the advantages of. Yeah, sure, microphone, please. He will be talking about the advantages of e-learning. So I really love that. I really like what's happening here, because can you imagine not even 1 year from October to June? It's not even a year, and you are giving a speech. Oh, that's great. So it's something we love. It's something we really love about our school and our programs. So, and also that's all with the help of the Altisia, of the PT alone, okay, platform. So,
ladies and gentlemen, my name is Larbi Oulay. I'm proud to talk to you today. This is my first year of studying English in Vocational Training Center. I would like to present to you some advantages of online learning. Although this is new in our country, this is new system in our country, but it's an amazing thing. It's decade to enter to globalization world. Online learning can be as good or even better than those receiving face-to-face instruction. But it has to be done right. Here what I want you to look at. There are winners and there are losers, and there are people who have not discovered how to win. E-learning is you can attend classes on our house. you need internet or just on the computer, and you will attend courses. Just you must grade down all every time on the anywhere. This is good. It's amazing. For me, I support e-learning. So what I want you to do is think about something you want for you. That's it. You have my most sincere and respect for your attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
We really encourage such initiatives and they're such great job.
Last but not least, the technical skills required for e-learning. We have skills. We have a lot of skills, but we have to name them, we have to label them. What kind of skills are those? So this time is technical skills required for e-learning. Please put your hands together for ISTHT.
Hello everyone. First of all, I want to thank people who organized this unique event for us to show our skills and what we're good at, and also training us to be confident communicators. Also, I would like to thank all of you for being here to support me and to support the other participants. As you all know, online learning is education that takes place over the internet. So it's a learning method that takes place across a distance, not in a traditional classroom. Online learning has started in the 1960s at the University of Illinois by a professor who recorded himself, and then it was published on the TV. But it started with computers and internet in the 1984 at the University of Toronto. And in March 2020, the Ministry of National Education in Morocco has decided that schools and universities gotta start using it, because us students, we couldn't physically attend our classes because of the pandemic, of course. In my personal experience with it, I'm not gonna say it was horrible, but I'm not, as we can say, a quick learner, so I had so many difficulties trying to understand most of my lessons. But this doesn't deny that it has so many benefits that I can personally confirm. Okay, so as students who enroll in an online course, we are responsible of having enough computer skills. As my friends have already presented their speech about the importance of e-learning, let's assume that you have an online lesson and you don't have technical skills. How can you attend those lessons? So what are the technical skills required in the online learning? First of all, we have knowledge of computer terminology, such as operating systems, applications, software, etc. We also have basic knowledge of hardware and software. For example, how to use the mouse, how to use the keyboard, how to copy-paste, how to download a file, how to rename a file. We also have software applications, for example, PowerPoint, Word, Excel, etc. We also have internet skills, how to connect, how to open a browser, how to use the browser. Also have using or the ability to use online communication tools. For example, emails, discussion boards, chats, and last, we have access to online libraries and creating your own account. As you all know, so many jobs nowadays require us to work online. So this is the best opportunity for you to learn these necessary skills so you can succeed. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ayad. So any more? I think that brings us to the end of all the speeches.
We find it very difficult to say who's going to be first, second, and third. Why? Because there is a very, very slight difference between all of you, without exception. So the score always ranges between 90 and 100. It was difficult.
1900.
Yeah, 1900. But still, as it is more about the soft skills and the e-learning, we focus so much on how you move, how you use your body language, how confident you are on the stage. And it takes really efforts to be here after the audience and convey a message. You have been eloquent, you have been amazing and positive. But the competition says that I have to choose just 3. The first one, second one, and the third one. And I'm gonna call the first one is Ayoub Boulidan.
Wait.
So I'm going to give the floor to Mr. Ibn Amran. He's going to say, okay.
And that's why I'm going to call him Yusuf Bidu. Congratulations. So I'm going to call Luhaila in Belgium. I'm Sabah will be please come in.
That is your prize.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So.
عليكم انا ما غاديش نهضر بالانجليزيه لان ما نقدرش عليكم. بغيت نقول لكم راني حنا فرحانين بكم، لا انا لا عمران فرحانين بكم بزاف، وهذه ما هي الا البدايه. ان شاء الله غادي نديروا واحد لا سيليكسيون او نيفو دي كومبلكس بوغ اونفان جينيراليزي هذا ليفينمون على الصعيد المحلي وعلى الصعيد الجهوي. متفقين؟ دونك هادشي كامل اللي قلتو انا والسي بن عمرو كنتصنتوا لكم حنا فرحانين، لان هادو هما لي كلي دو لا ريوسيت كتهضروا عليهم. لا لونغ، لي سوفت سكيلز، ليرنين، الموكس، داكشي كامل اللي هضرتوا عليه امبيكابل افيكاس. نتمنى لكم النجاح، وحنا حنا ديما مستعدين نساندوكم. البيرو ديالنا كما كتعرفوا راه ديما محدود، الاقتراحات ديالكم لي بيان فونو، وما يمكنني الا نكون فرحان. انا فرحان اليوم بزاف، واخا كان عندي بزاف الخدمه ما هضرتش معكم بزاف، ولكن هادشي اكسيلون تبارك الله عليكم.